Today I will finally show you the inside of a construction site in Phuket. This is the reconstruction of an already completed building near the sea on Patong Beach in Phuket. And here you can buy an apartment with full freehold ownership. The land also belongs to the developer in full ownership. There is even an escrow account here. This is the only project in Phuket that has an escrow account. It's a private, picturesque place. The apartments have sea views. Half of the apartments here have sea views. There will be a restaurant and bar on the rooftop. It will be like a clubhouse. Well, let's take a look inside. So here is our cozy home from the ground, and let's walk through it. On the way, I'll tell you what this is. This is a condominium, meaning an apartment building, and that's what it has always been. Separate ownership certificates have been issued for all the units here. The land here is owned by the developer. So when you buy, there is no lease, no leasehold at all. You can buy an apartment in full ownership while the land will be owned by the management company. This is the main entrance. This is the first building. It has 3 floors. There are only 2 buildings, each with 3 floors. Now we'll go into the parking lot and I'll show you examples of specific apartments and layouts. And I'll also show you the showroom so you can see what these apartments look like when they're finished. Parking lot. Considering that many people here will be renting short-term just for vacation, this parking lot should basically be enough for everyone. There's an elevator here. So basically this building was fully equipped with all the engineering systems, but here the guys are stripping everything down to the concrete and completely rebuilding it. Work is actively underway. About a year ago it was purchased and work started 6 months ago. So we've come out into the inner courtyard, which is between the 2 buildings. As you can see, the buildings are arranged in a stepped pattern. That's why, for example, you'll have a sea view from the 3rd floor here. From the 2nd floor, well, you'll have a semi-open view. On the 1st floor, the apartments have access to the pool or their own private courtyards. This pool between the buildings was actually already here. And here we have the 2nd building. Here is the 3rd floor of the 2nd building. This is the floor with the best views. Here, every single apartment has a sea view without exception. And right now, I am offering my client to buy this entire floor. In my previous review, I showed you an option where you could buy an entire hotel, purchase it out of bank foreclosure, renovate it, and then operate it as a hotel with a hotel license. Take a look at this sea view, friends. Here is a standard 1-bedroom apartment. As you can see, there is only 1 window here, so the living room is a walkthrough. In the showroom, I'll show you what this looks like in reality. Here we have the bathroom, and here is the living room. There will be a partition here, which will be partially opaque, and then we have the balcony. Let's go straight to the showroom. And here's the project showroom. However, this showroom was made for another project by the same developer, but it will mostly be the same in everything except for the color scheme. So here we have black countertops and black tiled backsplashes, but there it will be a dark blue color, since there will be a sea view, a more seaside location. Here we have a makeup table like this, there's a bedroom, and there's a balcony. But here's something I can criticize about the layout. The kitchen and living room are located right at the entrance and don't have a separate window to the outside. They only have this kind of transparent partition, which in reality will be a sliding one. This is roughly how it will look. It's just that the door will be sliding, so the light in the living room will come from the bedroom. This is because originally the apartment units in this building were very large and they were split in half. As a result, we ended up with just 1 window. Even so, the minimum area for a 1-bedroom here is 45 square meters. So these are spacious areas. Not tiny little boxes, not some kind of hotel format. These are high-quality, upscale apartments. And the price as well. The price is also quite substantial. Such a 1-bedroom will cost around $210,000 to $220,000. That's the minimum price. So the apartments come with finishing, furniture, appliances, and kittens. Every apartment buyer gets a kitten as a gift. This one is right here in the showroom. They live here in a little box. They are just so incredibly cute, so remarkably tiny, and absolutely adorable. Their eyes have opened. This little cat, she trusts me. Oh, so adorable. Here's the showroom. So, this building was bought out of bank foreclosure in the same way. It was in a semi-dilapidated state, and now it's being completely renovated. They're pouring new screed here, applying new plaster, and partially changing the layout. Some of the apartments here are being split into two. For example, this apartment right here will be divided into two apartments. You see, this is the coolest apartment here with a panoramic sea view from both sides. From here you can see what kind of neighborhood it is. Down below we have a 5-star hotel made up of several buildings. To the left we have some expensive villas, these kinds of complexes. They're also doing renovations here. And this apartment will be separated. The small one that will be here will also have a sea view. In general, this developer also bought it from the bank and is renovating it. And through this same developer, you can buy that hotel. Basically, there are certain connections, so it can be done at a very good discounted price. Here, I suggest buying an entire floor. The price, without the discount, comes to about $1,900,000. But that's already with all the renovations, finishing, furniture, and appliances, everything turnkey. But that's only 8 apartments in total. It's not like those 105 units that were going for $7 million. Here there are 8 apartments, but with larger floor areas. This is a higher level. So if over there the hotel rooms are 25 square meters, here the smallest one-bedroom is 45 square meters. Look at the gorgeous villas we have as neighbors. These will be your neighbors. You see, there's a corridor on this side, so all the apartments face one direction. Let's go up to the rooftop, where there will be a restaurant, a bar, and all the trimmings. We're passing through the terrace of one of the apartments to get to the roof where the restaurant will be. This area will be fenced off. Here, as you can see, is that very courtyard, and these apartments have their own private enclosed yards. Trees will be planted in these pits. Well, it's a rather unique solution, but at least it will be private. No one will be looking into your windows. Here begins the usable rooftop. There will be a restaurant here, and all of this will have a panoramic view of the sea, friends. The management company for the building will run this restaurant and bar. They can also rent out your apartments. There won't be a hotel or a license here, so rentals will be medium term, meaning monthly or yearly rentals. Well, you understand, large spaces, a clubhouse, no direct access to the beach, and you won't have all those beach bars and street food stalls in your courtyard. You'll have this kind of wonderful neighborhood. There will be a regular shuttle bus to take you to the beach. If you want some action, you just go there. 5 minutes by car and you're in Patong, right in the center of nightlife and parties. And if you want some privacy, you come back home and chill in your own private space. Now let's talk about prices. The most affordable unit here costs $120,000. Larger units, those that are already freehold with full documentation, undivided area and good views, will cost around $200,000. There are also 2-bedroom units. So just message me and I'll send you all the information about the project and the prices. And most importantly, I'll tell you what to compare it with. I'll put together a selection of projects for you based on your budget and your purchase goals. What are you buying for? For yourself or for rental income? And you'll see the full financial breakdown and comparative projects. This was Daniil with you about Phuket. Goodbye, everyone.